This is a video of the Titan submersible, which went missing in 2023, resting on the ocean floor. On June 18, 2023, at 9:01 in the morning, the famous Titan submersible was launched into the North Atlantic Ocean to view the wreckage of the unsinkable Titanic. For the 5 people on board, after about an hour and a half, contact was lost with Titan. What happened to Titan, and were the passengers alive or not? For the next 2 days, this was the main topic of discussion worldwide. For the first time since the Titan submersible disaster, new and official details have emerged. The U.S. Coast Guard has released communications that took place between Titan and the mothership, Polar Prince, after an investigation. What conversations occurred between Titan and the mothership from the ocean's depths? What did they observe upon reaching the Titanic wreck? And what was the last message received by the mothership before the signal was lost? For the first time, the U.S. Coast Guard has released footage of Titan's wreckage, which can be seen at a depth of 3,775 meters on the ocean floor. This appears to be the rear part of the submersible, indicating that the front part, where all 5 passengers were seated, likely ruptured due to pressure. In another video released by the Coast Guards, the front part of the submersible is shown in a completely destroyed condition. Pieces of carbon fiber can be seen scattered on the ocean floor, proving that Titan's front section imploded under ocean pressure. This means that the pressure of the water crashed into the front section first, causing the rear part to separate. Interestingly, 112 years ago, a first-class ticket for the Titanic was only £150, which converts to about $300 today. Yet, the passengers on Titan paid $5,000 for their tickets. While Titan was descending into the dark depths of the Atlantic Ocean, it maintained contact with the Polar Prince for an hour and a half. There were 3 tourists on the Titan, including a well-known businessman and adventure sports enthusiast from Dubai, Hamish Harding, along with 2 members of a Pakistani family, Shahzada Dawood and his son, Sulman Dawood. The crew also included Stockton Rush, the owner of OceanGate and the pilot of Titan, as well as expert Paul Henry Nargeolet, who had visited the Titanic wreck dozens of times before. After the accident, everyone wanted to know what exactly happened on the ocean bottom that led to Titan's implosion. When contact was lost, the U.S. Navy's underwater radar detected a strange sound in the ocean, described as unnatural. This sound raised many questions. Was Titan attacked by some sea creature, or was it some kind of SOS signal? Just when people were seeking answers, a news article emerged regarding Titan's past. It revealed that in 2018, OceanGate's Director of Operations, David Lockridge, was fired by CEO Stockton Rush for raising multiple safety concerns about Titan. The Titan was an experimental submersible designed and developed by Stockton Rush himself, with a body made specifically of carbon fiber, a material not extensively tested or certified for deep-sea adventures. David Lockridge repeatedly warned CEO Stockton Rush that it was not safe for passengers, but to no avail. When he was ultimately fired, David published an engineering report in 2018 stating how a carbon fiber hull could not be safe at depths of 4,000 meters. There was also ongoing litigation between OceanGate and David concerning safety standards at the time of Titan's accident. When this report came to light after the disaster, it raised significant questions about Titan's construction, especially given that the submersible was still in the experimental phase. How was it allowed to be used for underwater tourism? Was there no regulatory body in the U.S. to oversee such adventures? Meanwhile, another challenge arose for OceanGate. The family of crew member Paul Henry Nargeolet, who was also a Titanic wreck expert, sued OceanGate for millions of dollars. They claimed that Paul had seen the Titanic wreck live more than 37 times and was likely the most knowledgeable person in the world about the Titanic wreck. The lawsuit stated that OceanGate concealed past mistakes from the public, which led to the loss of their family member. The pressure from the court and media was mounting, and there was a pressing need for a high-level inquiry to determine what caused Titan's implosion and who was at fault. Consequently, a joint investigation was launched by Canada's Transportation Safety Board and the U.S. Marine Bureau, revealing details that OceanGate had previously concealed. The investigation found that Titan was fully manufactured and assembled by January 2018, but the following month, it had been subjected to depth testing. Even after this, Titan successfully reached a depth of 4,200 meters, where the ocean pressure is 6,154 psi, equivalent to the weight of a Lexus car on a square inch. When Titan passed the test at 4,200 meters, many believed the carbon fiber hull was safe. However, the investigation noted that according to industry standards, any submersible should be tested at a depth 1 to 5 times deeper than the maximum intended depth. Thus, since the Titanic wreck is at 3,800 meters, Titan should have been tested to at least 4,750 meters, which was not done. Furthermore, in 2019, a pilot identified a crack in the carbon fiber hull, but chose to ignore it. Investigators have also released animations from Titan's launch to its implosion, publicly detailing the communications between the mothership, Polar Prince, and Titan. On June 16, 2023, after departing from a Canadian port, Polar Prince made a two-day journey to the point in the Atlantic Ocean, where the Titanic wreck lies at a depth of 3,800 meters. On June 18 at 9:19, Titan was launched from Polar Prince. During its descent, Titan communicated its depth and location to Polar Prince. The messages confirmed Titan's location, descent speed, and depth. For instance, at 9:32, Polar Prince inquired if Titan was at 680 meters, to which Titan's pilot confirmed. At 9:36, Polar Prince asked about Titan's dive payload, and Titan responded with 1,676. The communication continued until 9:48, when Polar Prince asked if Titan could see Polar Prince on its display. But this time there was no response from Titan. After 20 minutes of silence, at 10:01, Polar Prince stated that their chat settings had gone missing. Following this, Paul Henry Nargeolet took over the conversation, stating everything was fine. At 10:08, Titan was at a depth of 2,744 meters and reported being southeast of the Titanic bow section, which Polar Prince acknowledged. At 10:41, Polar Prince asked Titan to notify them when the Niskin bottle was deployed, to which Titan responded that they did not have a Niskin bottle. A few minutes later, at 10:47, when Titan was at a depth of 3,346 meters, just 454 meters from Titanic, they sent their last message, stating, "Drop to weights." Titan then lost contact with Polar Prince, and there was never any reply afterward. We hope you enjoy this video and appreciate your love-filled comments. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next exciting video.